The Bible, the Quran, and science. The Holy Scriptures examined in the light of modern knowledge by Dr. Maurice. Each of the three religions possesses its own collection of scriptures. For the faithful, be they Jews, Christians, or Muslims, these documents constitute the foundation of their belief. The Quranic revelation appeared 6 centuries after Jesus. It resumes numerous data found in the Bible and the Gospel, since it's quoted very frequently from the Torah and the Gospel. The Quran directs all Muslims to believe in the scripture that precedes it. It stresses the important position occupied in the revelation by God emissaries such as Noah, Abraham, Moses, the prophets, and Jesus, to whom they allocate a special position. His birth is described in the Quran and likewise in the Gospels as a supernatural event. Mary is also given a special place, as may be seen by the fact that Surah 19 bears her name. The open-minded attitude Pope Paul VI has towards Islam will certainly become a milestone in the relations between the two religions. He himself said that he was moved by a profound belief in the unification of the Islamic and Christian worlds in the worship of a single God. Islam has its equivalent of the Gospels in the Hadith. These are the collection sayings of Muhammad and the story of his deeds. The Gospels are nothing other than this for Jesus. Like Saint Augustine for the Bible, Islam has always assumed that the data contained in the Holy Scripture were in agreement with the scientific fact. A modern examination of the Islamic revelation has not caused a change in this position. Quran did not contain a single statement that was assailable from a modern scientific point of view. Why should we be surprised at this when we know that for Islam, religion and science have always been considered twin sisters? General reflections concerning the sky. Surah 50, verse 6. Do they not look at the sky above them, how we have built it and adorned it, and there are no rifts in it? Surah 31, verse 10. God created the heaven without any pillars that you can see. Surah 13, verse 2. God is the one who raised the heavens without any pillars that you can see. Then he firmly established himself on the throne, and he subjected the sun and moon. Surah 22, verse 65. God holds back the sky from falling on the earth unless by his leave. Surah 23, verse 86. God is speaking to the Prophet. Say, who is Lord of the 7 heavens and Lord of the tremendous throne? Surah 55, verse 5. The sun and moon are subjected to calculations. Surah 6, verse 96. God appointed the night for rest and the sun and the moon for reckoning. Surah 36, verse 40. The sun must not catch up the moon, nor does the night outstrip the day. Each one is traveling in an orbit with its own motion. Regarding the expansion of the universe, the heaven, we have built it with power. Verily, we are expanding it. The earth. Surah 2, verse 22. God is the one who made the earth a couch for you, and the heavens an edifice, and sent down water from the sky. He brought forth therewith fruits for your sustenance. Do not join equals with God when you know. Surah 13 verse 3. God is the one who spread out the earth and set therein mountains standing firm and rivers. For every fruit he placed two of a pair. He covers the day with the night. Verily, in this there are signs for people who reflect. Surah 15 verse 19 to 21, God is speaking. The earth we spread it out and set thereon mountains standing firm. We cause all kind of things to grow therein due balance. Therein we have provided you and those you don't supply with means of subsistence, and there is not a thing but its stores are with us. We do not send it down save in appointed measure. Surah 67 verse 30. God commands the Prophet, say, do you see if your water were to be lost in the ground, who then can supply you with gushing water? Human reproduction in the Quran. Surah 71 verse 14. God fashioned you in different stages. Surah 16 verse 4. God fashioned man from a small quantity of sperm. Surah 86 verse 6. Man was fashioned from a liquid poured out. Surah 76 verse 2. Verily we fashioned man from a small quantity of mingled liquid. The Quranic description of certain stages in the development of the embryo corresponds exactly to what we today know about it, and the Quran does not contain a single statement that is open to criticism from modern science. Surah 23 verse 14. We fashioned the thing which clings into a chewed lump of flesh, and we fashioned the chewed flesh into bones, and we clothed the bones with intact flesh. More than 1,000 years before our time, at a period when whimsical doctrines still prevailed, men had a knowledge of the Quran. The statement it contains express in simple terms truth of importance which man has taken centuries to discover. Quran, Gospels and modern knowledge. Surah 3 verse 33 and 34. God chose Adam, Noah, the family of Abraham, and the family of Imran above all his creatures as descendants one from another. The biblical and the Quranic narration evidently complement each other in their broad outlines, and modern data seem to provide both of them with remarkable historical support.